Hey, how you doing? This is me, Kevin Lee, with another question, another video. I want to thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I got a question that said, how much should I invest? This is a very, very interesting question, and I want to give you a direct answer. I say there's a term we have, it's called disposable income. That's money after you've already paid your bills, and now you can either go out and party, you can go out to dinner, spend $50, $100, or you can go buy you some Air Jordans, $200, $300, or you can take a vacation. This is what's called disposable income. And I want to give you two rules of thought. I wrote some books. I'm outside because I like to make it natural. I'm in Tampa, Florida. But I wrote some books, and there's a lot of people, if you read The Richest Man in Babylon, it argues you should pay yourself first. So if you make $100, pay yourself $10. Then with the 90, pay your bills and all this other stuff. Other people say pay your bills first, but I like to pay yourself first. But let's just say after all your bills are paid, you got $100. You can take that $100, go to dinner, which means the money will never come back. You can put the money under your bed, which means it'll stay there, but it won't grow. Or you can invest it. Now, this is where I'm going to circle back to one of my other videos where I talked about the investment thesis. Your investment thesis says, what's your time frame? How long do you want this money to grow on your behalf? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And technically, not to get real philosophical, if you take that $100 and you invest it, let's say Microsoft or Apple, this is something that your future self 10 years from now will get a benefit from. Because you're saying, I can either spend this money, it'll go away, or I'll invest it and I'll get it in 10 years, 5 years, whatever your investment horizon is, dependent upon your investment thesis. So I say, once you paid off all your bills and you have disposable income, I used to do this. Whenever I thought I was going to go out and I never was a big drinker, but I would go out, spend some money on the weekend. I budget $200 to go out for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, $100 a day. But if I got sick on Thursday and I didn't go out, that $200 became my investment money because I was going to spend it anyway. So now what I decided to do was to invest it. So that's one idea. All right, here's another idea. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I remember my mother was here and we was trying to plant a garden. And I went to put these flowers in. I didn't know anything about flowers. I don't know anything about gardens. So I decided I was going to plant these flowers in the front of the house. Well, I thought I was going to have more money on my paycheck, and I didn't get as much as I thought I was getting. So what I did was I bought one flower. Just one. And I planted it. And she's like, how in the world are you going to have a garden with one flower? I was like, last week there was no flowers in front of the house. So then what I did, the next payday, 2 weeks later, I got 2 flowers. After about 3-4 months, I had about 25 flowers in the front of the house. So the question comes up, my goal was to cover the front of the house with flowers. The flowers don't know, or the people riding past don't know that I planted them one at a time or every 2 weeks. They just knew when they rode past the crib about a year later, I had all these flowers in the front of the house. So I tell that quick story to say, if your investment thesis is, my goal is to own, remember I'm not a financial expert, this is my disclaimer, my goal is to have 100 shares of Apple. You buy 1, then you buy 2. Then when you can buy some more, you buy 3. And then when you hit your goal, maybe it's 5 shares, maybe it's 10 shares or 100, then you stop because your investment thesis says, I expect to own this Apple for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Or you may say, I got $100 and I'm gonna buy me $100 worth of apple and then I'm done. Because you know what I did? After I bought the regular flowers, I saw my neighbor planted this palm tree. So I wanted a palm tree, which was a little different than the flower. But I ain't know nothing about palm trees. So after about 2 months of research, I went and bought my own palm tree and planted it. So you may say, I want to start off with growth stock. I'm going to follow Kathy Woods, look at some of her stocks, follow Chamath, look at Tesla. This isn't just telling you what I do. But then you may say, well, I like red bottoms. Or my cousin, he loves Nike. He owns Nike stocks. He's an athlete. I'm not an athlete. I don't care about Nikes. They used to tease me. My Jordans had a 29 on it instead of 23. They act like I didn't know his number was 23, but I didn't care because I don't play ball. My days of dunking on people are over. Anyway, I hope this helped out a little bit. Basically, you buy based upon your investment thesis. If your goal is to get 10 shares, you buy 1 share when you can, and you buy 2. When you hit your goal, you stop. And then you think of something else. And everyone has their own individual investment thesis. There's no right or wrong answers.